Okay. You know the drill. Dave.
And Dave.
Welcome back to the Sports Rant. Hopefully, unlike last week, we don't get cut off. Sorry about that again.
Right, I don't know what happened.
It's probably called the Jameson Edit.
There you go.
Okay. First and foremost, we're not really covering baseball right now, but anyone who's been paying attention to the sports media heard that the Met pitcher, great Tom Seaver, was diagnosed with dementia. That's a hell of a thing to be diagnosed with. My grandmother went through that, which ultimately led to Alzheimer's. Thoughts and prayers out to the Seaver family, okay? Whether you watch baseball or not, the man was a legend in his game. So, again, thoughts and prayers to the Seaver family. All right. NBA. Holy shit. The fucking shit done hit the fan in LA.
You mean the Clippers?
No.
No,
the Clippers look like they actually gonna make it to the playoffs.
You don't mean the Clippers.
Okay.
You mean those purple and gold morons. the LA Lebrons.
Right now,
okay.
Also known as the LA Fakers.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah, they're horrible.
Look, all due respect to LeBron James passing Michael Jordan for fourth all time on the scorer's list. It is an impressive feat no matter how you slice it. However, I am going to point out one thing. It took him 200 more games.
Hold on wait a second. Mags, listen to this.
It took 200 more games for LeBron to reach that milestone. In addition to that, MJ pretty much lost 5 years of action between the broken foot in 85, when he only played 16 games that year, and of course, almost 4 years of retirement after the first three-peat and after the second three-peat. So that's a total of about 410 games. Now, if you look at MJ's stats, you extrapolate for 410, and you throw that onto the existing number, we're talking about someone that may have challenged Kareem.
He said, take it out and put it back on. That's what he said.
But again, he didn't play it. LeBron did pass him, so hats off to LeBron.
Yeah, kudos to you, sissy.
Okay? But here's the thing now. When it comes to LeBron, anybody who's watching, this was LeBron on the sideline after he passed MJ for number 4 all-time scoring. He's overcome with emotion here.
Hey, Bron. Hey, girl.
Okay? You know why he's overcome with emotion? Because he knows he should have done that in Cleveland. That's why. Faking it in L.A. You know, my biggest problem right now is not the fact that the Lakers are 6.5 out.
Right.
That's bad enough as it is. Mm-hmm. And everybody can argue, well, LeBron was out for 18 with the groin injury, which I still don't think he's recovered from. He just doesn't want to say it. All right?
Well, they said they're gonna sit him now.
They're gonna monitor his minutes.
Yeah.
Motherfucker is being paid $154 million for 4 seasons. They're gonna monitor his minutes. Okay, they out of the playoffs.
Yeah, I wouldn't play him either. To be honest with you.
But then just sit down, period.
Yeah, I'd sit him down.
Okay, sit down, period. Play. But there's no way anyone could have predicted that this was what he signed up for, okay? No one could have predicted it. At the end of the day, Magic and Rob Pelinka screwed the pooch royally. They have wasted a year of LeBron James. The man's 34. He's going to go turn 35 next season. There's absolutely nothing guaranteed that they're going to get a top-tier free agent to come to LA with this train wreck of a team.
Your man, Kevin Durant said that playing with LeBron is toxic.
Look,
back in 2018, he said, what did he say exactly?
That's right. Because
of the media. Yeah, because of the media and the jock. Kevin Durant is, we'll talk about him in a minute.
Look, Kevin Durant is a little bit of a bitch himself.
We'll talk about a little bit.
All right,
we'll talk about him in a second.
But here's the thing. He was a little bit on point here, but I think for different reasons than what he made it out to be. Mm-hmm. LeBron has never played in a big market up until now.
He in Miami.
Miami's not a big market.
It's bigger than fucking Cleveland.
It's bigger than that's not saying much.
If you're talking about big markets and you're talking about the Lakers and the Knicks are, amongst themselves. You can't count anybody to it. You can't say, oh well, you can't compare any other market to those two markets.
No.
So you got to say either a big market or New York and LA. They're two different. You know what I'm saying?
This is absolutely true. I'm not going to argue
disparity between them.
You're absolutely right there. My problem with this right now, okay? He's not used to this big city style of media. Okay? He was able to do the interview in Cleveland, go home. He is harassed everywhere he turns. It's also the fan base in LA, which is not used to this shit.
Not used to what? Losing?
Not used to losing. They ain't used to this.
They used to losing with superstars on their team.
Not like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not like this.
They're not used to losing with superstars.
And furthermore, I'm going to call this what many others have referred to as a Yankeeism, okay? You have a fan base that looks at this as, well, he's not a true Laker, okay? Kind of like the same way when A-Rod came to the Yankees and everybody was hating on A-Rod, all right? Now, granted, Rodriguez pulled a lot of bullshit, and he did lie about the PED use, but Rodriguez...
Do not shit on my man, A-Rod, son.
Look,
please.
Rodriguez did his thing. Not going to take that away from him, okay? But he was always compared to Jeter.
Yeah, that was a horrible comparison. That fucked him from the door.
Well, what also fucked him from the door is the fact that he decided to come to New York when he's a natural shortstop and he plays third base.
Yeah.
Okay?
He wasn't a bad third baseman, though.
I'm not saying he was a bad third baseman, but I think the fact that you got to share the spotlight with Jeter, boom. So the simple fact that LeBron, even though the Mamba ain't playing no more, Kobe, he's forever going to be in Kobe's shadow as long as he plays with the Lakers.
Unless he wins 2 championships.
And
he got to win 2.
That ain't going to happen.
No, it's not.
That's not happening.
And Lonzo's still out. He ain't coming back for a while.
And even if he does,
they lost every game in March so far.
Look. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like last week when I said Lonzo's defense and his running the offense on the court, that is clearly missed. Yeah. It's not his scoring because he can't score with the damn on a regular basis. But
isn't that what they got Rondo for?
Rondo was a waste. Stevenson was a waste. McGee was a waste. Mr. Buyout, Tyson Chandler was a waste. I don't understand what Magic's mindset was here.
He figured they were going to get veterans that wanted to win, and he figured LeBron was going to make them better.
Well,
but he didn't.
No, and this is where they kind of screwed the pooch because everybody keeps circling back to how this team kind of fell apart after the whole debacle of the Anthony Davis trade, no trade, whatever, and that destroyed the chemistry. That may be true, but why is it that they couldn't facilitate a trade for Kawhi Leonard before the season started? You wouldn't have faced any of this shit.
So that's who they should have got.
To me, that's who they should have got to play along LeBron.
San Antonio wasn't stupid. They wasn't gonna trade Kawhi.
Oh, I know that, but you didn't offer nearly what you were reportedly offering the Pelicans for AD. Okay? And the fact that you did that in season is a clear example of why it threw a wrench in the works.
All right. Fair enough.
You know?
All right. So, getting on to Kawhi and them.
Yes.
All right. Kawhi will be a free agent next year.
There's a bunch of guys going to be a free agent.
Could be a bunch of them. Let's run them all down.
Do any of these guys make their way to LA along LeBron, though?
Booyah. So let's discuss who they are. Kevin Durant. Yeah. Everybody should know who Kevin Durant is. KD.
27 points per game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists.
Right.
You can't argue it. You don't have to like him. He's a bitch. 4
emotional breakdowns.
Absolutely.
Every month. All right.
He needs a fucking testosterone.
Kawhi Leonard. 27.3 points, 7.9 rebounds, 1.9 steals per game. A head full of cornrows. Don't want him on Knicks. Kyrie Irving, he seems to be a little mentally fragile nowadays.
Oh, absolutely.
23 points, 7 assists a game. And it seems like the Celtics may play a little better with him not in the lineup.
That seems to be the case. You know what? There's a name on this list that I did not include, but he's also a free agent after this year. And you may want to watch out. Because not so much this year, he had to revert to the bench because Kyrie's been playing again. But if you think back to the playoffs, Terry Rozier stepped up in the playoffs big time. I think he was averaging about 13, 14 points a game, couple of boards, couple of assists.
Right.
Okay? And really, there was a chemistry between him and Jason Tatum last year, which is what propelled them to the Eastern Conference Championship.
Right.
Now that he's had to revert in minutes and his role play because Kyrie's on the court, I don't know. He may not want to stay in Boston. He could be an option for another team looking for a starting point guard.
This is true.
I think he's ready to start.
All right. There you go.
And because he is a role player right now, you could probably get him at a discount too.
Maybe.
Next.
Kemba Walker's on here. 24 points a game.
I like him.
Four rebounds, 5 assists. I like Kemba too. I don't know about Kemba's defense though. Is he too short to play defense?
I don't think he's too short. If you look at the majority of the point guards in the league right now, they're averaging around that 5'10" to 6'1" range. Sometimes, maybe, but
I like his game.
I like his game.
I've been in love with his game since the Big East championship, or he went to UConn, right?
Yes.
They're still in the Big East, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's when I first seen him, because I hate college basketball,
right?
And I was like, God damn, who is this kid? And then he just proceeded to do it in the tournament. He was getting busy.
And he does it every night in the pros. It's just unfortunate that they can't find anyone to play along with him.
It's a shame, man. Michael Jordan, what are you doing? Mike?
Yeah, but again, kind of like what I say about Phil. Just because you coach championships doesn't mean you could build one as a VP of player ops or president of player operations. Just because MJ won 6 rings doesn't mean that he's a good owner.
Did you hear what he said about Michael Jordan? You know what? Let's not get into that. Klay Thompson is also a free agent next year.
Yeah. He might want to go home where Daddy played.
Which is where?
Michael Thompson played with the Lakers.
Really?
Yes. He was part of the original Showtime.
Wow. So he might want to go there?
He might want to go
there. Can they afford him?
Yeah, they can afford him.
They can afford one premium
They
player.
can afford pretty much one max deal right now.
Okay.
And fill in the role.
Well, Kevin Durant's not going to go there because Kevin Durant said, he's toxic playing with LeBron. What he said basically was that the media, because they always dick riding, that they just be on LeBron and talk to his teammates about, his greatness and all of that stuff. And he was like, guys don't want to deal with that on a regular basis. I think you don't want to deal with that, Kevin Durant. I think you are frail-minded and hoe-assed, and you don't want to deal with nothing and had under concern with the glorification of Kevin Durant. Stop being a girl. Keep other dude's name out of your mouth. Who raised you, Kevin Durant? Jesus. All right.
You gotta wonder, right?
DeMarcus Cousins. I want no parts of DeMarcus Cousins. Did you see him
Yes, I did.
break down the other day?
Oh, my God.
Down by 20?
That was classic boogie.
Down by over 20.
That was classic
and
boogie.
starts flashing and profiling because you caught a dunk. You're down by like 25 points.
Oh my God.
What are you jumping at people's faces about? Now, I brought this up to my group chat.
Yeah.
You making a big deal out of nothing. No, I'm not. That's what losers do. Losers do it all the time. You see it everybody does it. No.
It was only losers a time before he threw a tantrum, and this was it.
And it's not going to be the first. It's only the first one.
No.
It's only the first one.
And you can't expect to get through the playoffs if you're going to deal with it, because eventually it's going to result in a suspension.
Who's going to deal with it? Their main player... One of their main players is 2?
Yeah.
Beige colored Negro. He's not gonna do nothing. And then you got another one who's scared of the people talking to him. Yeah. Who makes up Twitter accounts to go and check to troll on people.
Nope.
Those are the leaders of your team.
Yep.
Nobody's gonna check him. It's just gonna get worse.
This is gonna be the last year Golden State being anywhere close to contention. They're
gonna lose this year.
It's about to fall apart.
Yeah,
they may lose. They may lose.
No, I'm telling you,
they may very well lose to the Milwaukee Bucks.
No, I think they're gonna lose before that.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're losing before that, man.
Who?
Who gonna beat them?
Yeah.
I can't tell you right now. I know who's gonna beat them, but
okay.
I'll tell you just so I can say I told you so. The San Antonio Spurs will beat the Warriors.
I'm not feeling that. I ain't feeling that.
I know.
Okay.
It's not if it was popular, I would have threw it out there a long time ago.
I will say, you know which team I'm on the lookout for if I'm Golden State?
Oh, today's
just because. Oh, yeah. Oh,
there you go.
Okay, it's all the way up. Anyway, yeah, I know. I just went back a couple of years.
You did. Go ahead.
Well, I just had Remy Martin on the camera. That's it. You know, the way they're playing right now, they're at full strength, provided no one gets hurt right now. Houston is playing like they were last year.
Mm-hmm.
I would watch out for Houston because everybody needs to remember, until Chris Paul went down, they had Golden State one game from elimination.
They were winning.
If those two teams meet up in a best of 7, just watch out, okay? But as far as the overall Eastern Conference right now, I got to throw my money on Milwaukee.
Me too.
Okay?
And you know what? I hope with the presence of Braid here, that Toronto finally gets over their, one and done situation.
Thank you.
Also, going back to what you were saying about Houston. When I say the Spurs are going to beat them, but let's say the Spurs don't, right?
Someone from Texas.
Somebody from Texas.
Someone from Texas. Okay.
Let's say Houston beats them, right? And they beat them. Everybody's going to say, oh, well, remember, they were, one game away from beating them last year. So, of course, it's not a surprise. But Boogie Cousins wasn't on that team. You got arguably a top 10 player in the league added to the other players that were already there. I don't care if Houston, if Chris Paul is playing. So fucking what? So what? You added that piece.
Yeah.
So that you didn't have these close finals games, correct? So that's just an excuse. I don't want to hear it. If they don't win the championship this year, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear how tired they are. I don't want to hear a thing. All the refs. The only times I ever seen the refs cost people games was back in like the early 2000s when the Kings used to play the Lakers. Ooh. And it was just obvious that the refs were cheating. And it came out later that they were cheating.
Yes, they were.
It was obvious. It was. If anybody watched that.
Go watch it.
It was insane.
Go watch it right now.
It's on YouTube. C-Web got jerked.
That was some straight bullshit. I'm sorry. Anyway,
we got Jimmy Butler. Also as a free agent.
Right.
I don't even want to talk about Jimmy Butler. He's a fuck boy. Man.
Well, you know what? He's a fuck boy, but he's a fuck boy that can ball.
Yeah, he can ball.
Okay, he can ball, and given the present situation, and please keep in mind, we're naming these specific free agents because we're trying to find out who may go and pair along with LBJ in the last couple of years of his career.
Right.
Okay, they may go elsewhere. Okay, but these are basically our suggestions. All right, Jimmy Butler. Would he go out there? I don't think so. I think he's feeling it right now.
They essentially play the same position, right?
I think
he plays the two.
No, he plays the 2. Braun plays the 3.
Yeah, all right.
All right. So, although as much as Braun brings the ball up the court.
Right.
Tobias Harris. Now, the only thing working against this one, in my opinion, is the fact that Tobias is already over 30. I think if you bring anyone in to spend money on to play along LBJ, you got to be under 30. All right?
But that eliminates Kevin Durant.
That does eliminate Kevin Durant. You're absolutely right on that. My final name on this list, and I only put it on here because he seems to have a resurrection right now.
Yeah, until he gets in his feelings. You're absolutely right, is Derrick Rose. Currently averaging 18.3 points per game, 4 assists. Currently visiting his mama because his feelings got hurt. I hate Derrick Rose.
I know.
Oh my God, I hate him.
But you can't ignore the fact that he has bounced back off of some horrific.
He did. I'll give it to him. He can ball. He can ball. That's part of the reason why I don't like him.
He can't be your primary scorer though.
No.
All right.
But it's part of the reason why I don't like him because you can ball and yet you're so fragile. So we ain't finished here.
No. Go ahead.
Let's see. All right. So out of all these people,
right,
who do you think will make the best combination? Well, first, who do you think could go there, and then which is the best combination?
If me personally, I think the best compliment right here is probably going to be Thompson. Okay. I think Clay would work better with LBJ because Clay tends to work the perimeter more. The fact that you have a clear assassin of a perimeter shooter that Clay can be, we all know he gets cold. But if you have that guy on the outside, you're just opening up more lane for LeBron.
Okay.
So to just run down, do his mad stupid dunks, and just wreck shop.
I'm gonna throw something out of left field, something you would have never expected me to say.
Ooh, hit me.
I think Boogie would be good there.
Ooh. Really?
I mean, listen. I love Boogie Cousins' game. His game is retarded.
Okay, all right. I need some Remy.
It's a selfish game, but he can play. He can play.
Yes, he can.
Now I'm not sure.
I don't think his mentality would mesh with LeBron.
It wouldn't, because LeBron's a winner.
Yeah.
And Boogie is not.
Not just that. I'm sorry. Not to cut you off. Here's why I think it wouldn't work. Because every now and again when shit goes south and LeBron gets in his player's face, Boogie ain't having that.
But he's not gonna get in Boogie's face. LeBron ain't stupid. You ain't stupid. You dealing with okay. I'm not gonna do it today, Muhammad. I'm not gonna do it. But I mean, you know what you're dealing with. You know what you're dealing with. You're not gonna do that with him. You're gonna talk to him. Hey, big guy. You know.
He ain't doing no big.
Next time, I'm the best player on this team, guy.
You basically just did that fucking Spider-Man. Hey.
Yeah, basically. You know, it is what it is.
Anyone who saw Spider-Man Into the Dark knows what I was talking about.
Right.
Not Into the Dark. Into the Spider-Verse.
It's a Spider-Verse. Yeah. His uncle was talking to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. He's not gonna try to play him, but he's gonna come to a respect. Like, listen,
all right,
next time, buddy, give me the fucking ball.
Right.
You know, plain and simple.
Bigger question here though is, who's coaching?
We know who's not coaching.
Yo, they floated Ty Lue's name again.
What?
Yes. Apparently, Magic likes Ty Lue.
Jesus. Come on, Magic, man. What are you doing?
Look, it's preliminary. You don't know if it's true, but the fact that name popped up again. Need a drink.
All right. Getting to the NFL. There's a lot happening nowadays in the NFL.
Yep.
You know, this is combine time that just finished. This is starting to get to pro days and all this other type of stuff.
Not to mention we got trades.
But the draft is coming up, which is why you get trade people solidifying their rosters before they have to actually draft these young guys. Okay, so getting into the trades, we're gonna talk about Pittsburgh first.
Yeah,
and then we're gonna get to our team trades.
Oh.
All right, so Pittsburgh was gonna trade and malcontent Antonio Brown to Buffalo.
Well, it was reported, and then immediately, as soon as it reported, Buffalo went, yeah, that ain't happening. So the talks were there, but apparently Antonio Brown went, I ain't playing Buffalo, and Drew Rosenhaus went, yeah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, I don't blame him. But here's the thing, Antonio Brown, I don't think you thought this all the way through. Where the fuck are you gonna go with a better quarterback than Ben Roethlisberger? Where? Fucking, the only place is Green Bay. That's it.
Maybe San Francisco. Garoppolo, it could be that type of quarterback.
True. But you can't say he's better than Big Ben.
No. I'm not going to say better. I'm not going to say equal. Here's the issue at hand, though, with AB going to any team right now. Whether they have a legitimate quarterback or not. If you were this way with Ben Roethlisberger, regardless of the fact that AB was coming out, he's got a, owner's mentality, Okay. So what's going to happen next? You're going to go to San Fran, you're going to go to Green Bay. But you gonna bump heads with that quarterback? You go with Garoppolo. Garoppolo can't tell me nothing. I'm a 6th round pick and I'm an all-star now. What's Garoppolo gonna tell me? Garoppolo the starting quarterback. Garoppolo,
he doesn't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck. Guess what? Garoppolo was with New England. Garoppolo learned under Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. So you're gonna go to any other team right now, you're gonna be a headache. You're gonna be a drama queen.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a little bitch.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
And the fact that he was out there earlier, what was that interview on ESPN last weekend? I don't need to play football now. Which one is it?
I don't gotta prove nothing to nobody.
Okay? And one final thought on this, and I'll let you hit it up after. Mm-hmm. Here's one thing Antonio Brown has not possibly thought out. You've created so much drama. You've caused so much turmoil. You already shot down a possible deal to go to Buffalo where they love football. Okay? Let's not even concentrate on the quarterback situation, defense, whatever. They love football in Buffalo. Just go ask Jim Kelly. They love football.
Jim Kelly never won a ring.
No.
Jim Kelly don't have to pay for nothing in Buffalo.
No, he does not. Okay? By the way, glad Jim Kelly got over the last cancer scare. Anyway, here's one thing Antonio Brown's not thinking about. You may have put yourself in a situation where no one wants to give Pittsburgh jack shit worthwhile for them to trade you. You may wind up back in Pittsburgh. Now, guess what that's going to feel like if you try to suit up in the black and gold again, walking out onto Heinz Field next season?
It's going to feel like Le'Veon Bell.
Worse, because Le'Veon Bell didn't set foot in Heinz Field last year.
I don't think he's going to. I don't think Antonio Brown is going to. If he's not traded, I don't think he's going to play for them. I don't think he's going to sit home.
Then he needs to do what David Irvin and just retire. Different reason, but just retire.
All right. I really got nothing else to say about that. Antonio Brown, I think he's the best wide receiver in football. His skill is undeniable.
Yes, it is.
He's one of the most talented, ridiculous guys. He worked hard to get there.
I'll give you the ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. But you're a diva. You're a diva wide receiver, son.
It's a millennial.
You're a diva wide receiver. You got this like a damn albino took a crap on your lip. So now you got to bleach. What, did you see that stupid shit?
Like, a fucking inchworm crawling.
Yo, he looks so dumb. But he's a me guy. Like most wide receivers, they're all me guys. Speaking of another wide receiver who's a me guy,
yeah,
your boy, Hodell. Okay? Hodell has been linked to the Browns, the Raiders, and the 49ers. He's trying to get out of this $18 million.
Well, you know what? I was saying it last week. Dave Gettleman and Shermer are not on the same page. And I'm fully convinced now that Gettleman is trying to tear this sucker down. He already let Landon Collins walk out the fucking door.
Which you're very upset about.
I'm pissed. We traded fucking Eli Apple last year and got a 4th and a 5th round for him. No. I'm sorry. That was Stax Harrison. I'm sorry. Stax Harrison, we got a 4th and 5th round. We got a 5th round for Eli Apple from New Orleans. You couldn't trade Landon Collins last year. You didn't know you weren't going to re-up him?
They might not have known.
No, they knew. They knew. Come on. They fucking knew. They could have traded him and got about at least a 3rd rounder for him.
Yeah, all 4th. It didn't matter.
It didn't matter. Load up on picks.
If you weren't going to keep him, you trade him for whatever you can get.
Load up on picks.
You don't know what you're going to get. When we traded Donovan McNabb, right?
Yeah.
We got a 6th rounder. That turned out to be fucking Alfred Morris. Shit works out. It works out for you.
And you know what's going to happen right now with the way shit's going in Giant Land, although they did make a trade today that I am feeling. But when it comes to OBJ, if anybody ever saw that Will Ferrell movie, Semi-Pro, yeah, we're going to trade OBJ for a washing machine. Okay? That's what's going to wind up happening. We got a fucking washer-dryer for OBJ. Used washer-dryer.
You gotta get that cancer out your locker room. So
Okay.
I'm telling you that right now. But I really hope he stays. I hope he stays, and I hope he corrupts Saquon Barkley. Even though Saquon Barkley looks like he's not about that diva life.
No, and Saquon just got another big blocker. Because even though the Giants just traded Olivier Vernon to Cleveland, we got one of the most highest rated right guards in the league from Cleveland, Kevin Zettler.
Why did they get rid of him?
Why they get rid of him? Olivier?
No. Zeitler.
They want defense. They got a young cat waiting to go in there.
At guard?
Yes.
Okay.
They got a guard ready to go in there who's going to be cheaper for them.
Right.
And now Cleveland's pass rush.
It's going to be ridiculous.
Okay. You got the kid.
Miles.
Yeah.
Garrett.
Yeah. Miles Garrett on one end, Olivier Vernon on the other.
Yeah. And I'm not impressed with Olivier Vernon, but I will say this about him. He had one of the hardest jobs in the NFL. He had to go against Tyrann Smith, Trent Williams, and the other guy from Jason Peters for 6 games out of the year since he got to the NFC East.
Yep.
Those are arguably 3 of the best offensive tackles in the league. 3 of the best.
Yeah.
Like if somebody gave you a top 5, all 3 of those guys' names will be on that list.
And a lot of the times, while he was healthy this year, they threw 2 guys on the end to deal with him. It's not like you had JPP on the other end anymore.
Right.
So you could fully focus on Olivier Vernon this year.
I know he was signed for a lot of money, and I know a couple of Giants fans who don't like him because they thought he wasn't worth it. But when you look at it like that, like what did he do when he wasn't facing these 3 fucking animals? You know? The
first year, the contract alone showed you what he was capable of.
He was doing his thing.
He was doing his thing. Okay? But he's not here. And basically, Cleveland and Giants swap 4th and 5th round. They get our 4th, we get a 5th in this year's draft. So, look, they're shoring up the offensive line, which has been one of the weak points over the last few years.
Yeah, sure has.
We needed that. Let's see what else Gettleman gets as far as the offensive line. Does that mean that Eli's staying another year? Who the fuck knows at this point? I think they're just going to wait and see how far Haskins falls. If Haskins falls 6, they're going to take him at 6. I'm fully convinced.
He's going to fall. Nobody's getting him.
The only other guy I think that the Giants might take is that white boy. Drew Lock.
Drew Lock.
From Missouri.
He really risen up.
Yeah.
But show me the last good Missouri quarterback. Chase Daniels. That's it. That was the last good.
The Bears.
That was the last good. Mizzou quarterback.
Yeah. All
right. So the Redskins made a trade. We sent the 2020 6th-round pick and got Case Keenum and a 2020 7th-round pick from Denver. When I first heard this, I was very upset. I was about to renounce my fanhood.
I was actually serious. I was like a little. I was a little pissed myself, and then I saw the stats.
But what stats?
Case Keenum.
Yeah, he was horrible last year. He was horrible,
but you know what? He had similar stats to Alex Smith before Alex Smith went out with that injury.
Yeah, but here was the thing: Alex Smith wasn't throwing. From what people were telling me, Case Keenum was throwing horrible interceptions.
Yes,
and at the worst times.
Right.
Alex Smith wasn't doing that.
No,
so I really couldn't get mad at it. I didn't want it because I thought we were going to be picking up somebody. I know he signed for a lot of money, and I thought we were going to have to pick that up. But it turns out Denver is going to have to pay half his salary, which was only $7 million. So we got $3.5 million backup quarterback who could probably start for us. Because, once somebody blow on Colt McCoy, he's down. So I really can't get mad. I thought it was a good idea. Considering what happened, I thought it was a good idea. That doesn't mean we shouldn't be still looking for a quarterback.
Absolutely not. You need to look.
In the draft. Even though I don't think there's any quarterbacks worth taking. If anybody, I'm a Daniel Jones Daniel Jones guy. Or the dude from Washington State with the mustache. I forget his name. I forgot his name.
Dude with long hair.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name either.
Long hair mustache. Yeah, but I'm still waiting for next year when my man Jacob Eason comes out from Washington. He's going to be a monster.
I feel that.
And Eric Weddle got signed to the Rams. Great fit for him. Eric Weddle.
The other beard.
Yeah, his beard is crazy. But he's a white boy safety, which is strange. He's a free safety. And you know what? Eric Weddle is a good safety.
He's a hard hitter,
and
too.
been so for a long time.
Yes,
and
he
he's
is.
a little guy.
Yes.
Eric Weddle, man. Like, you when people ask you about, who's nice, you never mention him. You never mention him. But Eric Weddle has been in the league for 9 years. He has 1,067 tackles, 37 tackles for loss, 29 interceptions, 9.5 sacks. I mean, what else you want? He had 10 with the Ravens. He only been there for 3 years.
Right.
Like, he ain't have none last year, but their defense was still legitimate.
It was.
And I watched a few Ravens games, and he was once again making plays. His pass deflections are insane.
He's got a good. He's what do you call that with the door? He's a bloodhound. He sniffs out that play.
Yeah. He's a ball hawk.
Yes, he is.
Gotta give it to him.
And I gotta tip my hat to LA because it's only a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
So they ain't trying to tie themselves up till he's past his prime or whatever. He's still in his prime.
But they really can't tie themselves up anymore. They done paid half the damn roster.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think they care about it right now.
Nah.
I think they just care about trying to
Keep
get back
on
to
the
the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Any other free agent moves?
Nah, I'm good for right now.
All right, combine, baby. Whose stock rose and whose stock dropped?
The Underwear Olympics.
Okay.
All right, you go first.
All right. So these are my ups. Okay, I got Quentin Williams, defensive lineman from Alabama. Okay, he ran the 40 in 4.83 seconds. Keep in mind, he's 6'3" and 303 pounds. I ain't running the 40 in 4.8 seconds. Okay, this motherfucker, for his size, for his weight, that's quick. Okay, and then you got DK Metcalf, the wide receiver from Mississippi. Big time up. 40 yards, 4.33, 6'3", 228. Got a chest out the fucking here.
A chest.
Okay?
The motherfucker got 1.6% body fat. Where they do that at? How is that possible?
I don't know. They did him in fucking liquid or
To
something.
me, he gonna get hurt all the time. You can't tell me you don't need a little bit of fat on you.
Well, just they can work on that with him. My downs are Nick Bosa and Byron Murphy.
All right, let's hear why Nick Bosa is down.
To me, Nick Bosa is down because, first of all, for someone who's 6'4" and only 266,
right,
to run a 40 and 4.79,
right,
that's just a shade quicker than a dude that's 40 pounds heavier than you, and around the same height. You a defensive end. You're supposed to be quick off the ball. You're supposed to be quick on your feet. If the whole point of your game is to be a pass rush, and you slow in the 40, that to me is gonna affect him in the pros.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You want to go or can I
go?
I don't think that 4.79 hurts him at all. I mean, it's not like it's a five seconds. Nick Bosa he runs a 4.79. You comparing it to Quentin Williams, but you got to remember these dudes are athletic freaks. There's a reason why he's at Alabama. There's a reason for that. These dudes are not human. I've watched Nick Bosa in college. He got busy. Do I think he should be the first pick in the draft? Hell fucking no. But I think he's a definite first rounder. He's a definite in the top half of the first round. He was nasty.
Yeah, okay.
And you're not running 40 yards every time. Really, they want to see your explosiveness. I want to see what he measured in his vertical leap and all of that. To measure explosion and the broad jump. You have to. Nobody's running 40 yards to get to the quarterback. You're running 3.
I don't think they were able to do that because then he pulled his hammy on the 40.
Yeah, he did some bullshit. He did some nonsense. I forgot what it was.
That brings to me, conditioning.
Well, he didn't play. We don't play football for the rest of the year.
Yeah, but he's recovering from what do you have surgery on?
Hoaxism. He got surgery on his vagina.
Okay, there you go. My other down, like I said, Byron Murphy, defensive back from Washington. Again, kind of slow for the 40. 4.55. He's only 5'10", 190 pounds. You compare that to someone like Metcalf, who ran faster, is taller. Definitely, like we said, what was it? 1.5% body.
1.6% body.
1.6. Okay, so argument's sake, devil's advocate, you put Murphy against someone like Metcalf. There's no contest.
Only immeasurable. See, football is one thing where the heart cannot be measured. Can you play football? Are you nice?
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
This is just underwear Olympics. You put the tape on. I've seen Byron Murphy play. Byron Murphy gets busy. Okay? And so does Nick Bosa. Even though I don't like him. Now, you had your guys.
Yes.
Let me give you my guys.
Go ahead.
I'm very upset about this. Let me just tell you. Because I've been talking about him for weeks now.
Yes.
Montez Sweat went and showed his ass out the goddamn combine.
Literally.
6'6", 260, ran a 4.1 40. He got like some 40-inch vertical nonsense. He basically went from the second round to the top of the first. I watched Montez Sweat play. I've always said Mississippi State Bulldogs make some of the best football players in the league. You can't name me a bad Mississippi State Bulldog.
I can't.
I can't either. I'm sure some slick ass will say, yeah, it's this motherfucker. But they're not easily mentioned. You know, usually they're nice. Darius Slay, Fletcher Cox.
Ooh, Fletcher, that's a good one.
Them type of dudes.
Yeah.
You know, there's plenty of them. There's plenty of them. Dak Prescott, Mississippi State Bulldog. You know, they make good football plays. And I've seen Montez Sweat play, and he's ridiculous. I'm mad that he performed so well at the combine because now everybody's on him.
Why you mad, D?
Because I wanted him to drop to 15, man.
Calm down.
I wanted him to drop to 15 because that was the guy we needed. That was all on Khalil Mack right there. But whatever. Devin Bush and Devin White, both linebackers. Devin Bush is from Michigan. Devin White is from LSU. Both of them ran great times. 4.43 for Bush, 4.42 for White.
So you got those as ups. Stock up?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Rashawn Gary, you know, from Michigan, 6'4", 277, ran a 4.58. He's a DE. But from what my man C says, the reason why Devin Bush was so nice was because he was behind dudes like Rashawn Gary. So he don't really believe in Devin Bush, but he says Rashawn Gary's the truth. He watched every Michigan game. I liked what I saw from Gary, so it is what it is. You know what else I like too? Paris Campbell, the wide receiver from Ohio State.
Okay.
6'1", 4'3", 140. You know, but you can see it on film. Like
Yeah,
when you
I
watch
missed that one. But yeah, you got a point there.
when you watched him.
Right.
I thought he was shorter than that.
Yeah.
But he's 6'1". You know, that's fucking excellent.
You know what? 6'1" is short. In today's game, 6'1" is short.
I don't know. I gotta say 5'11" and shorter is short to me. I think 6'1" is like the perfect wide receiver height. Two other things about the combine that I like to mention. There was a guy there by the name of Alizé Mack with an E at the end for the. So you can't even argue with you if you say he named after the drink. Yes, you are. Your mother played you, son, and I'm glad you playing football because you be robbing me if that wasn't the case.
Do you know what though?
What?
Let's say he nice. That's immediate sponsorship.
Yeah, it is.
That's immediate sponsorship. You can't ignore that.
That is. He's a tight end. Alizé Mack. And there was another guy named Lil Jordan. That's his name, Dave. That's his name. Wide receiver from Texas. Look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up. Look it up. Why do you do this to your kids? Why do you do this? BT 1100. All right, go ahead.
All right.
We getting into David Irvin now.
Oh, David Irving.
My guy.
Oh,
My guy.
wow. Look, we're not going to get into whether weed should be legal or not. Right now, it is not. Okay? As far as the NFL is concerned, it's a no-no. Doesn't matter what David Irvin feels. Doesn't matter his opinion. Doesn't matter the opinions of millions of Americans right now.
Let's tell them what happened.
Okay.
David Irvin got suspended again. It was up for another suspension.
Well, we talked about that last week.
Right, we did. You
Okay.
know, one of many. He's had like
Well,
two so far.
this was the indefinite.
This is the one that's
This was
indefinite.
number 3.
So he's about to get up for suspension again and decided to retire. And he went on Instagram Live, and was basically smoking weed in the video and saying, you know, I'm done with it.
I quit.
All right, so now that we have the backstory, go
Okay.
ahead.
So you quit. You quit, David Irving. All right. So obviously, weed is more important to you the millions of dollars. Not going to argue the medicinal benefits. We know what they are. And we are in full agreement. Okay? It's a lot better to take that into the body than to take fucking Xanax or whatever the fuck else they got out there. Okay? Or this fucking
animal steroids.
Basically. Okay? I'm with you on that. But it's against the rules.
That's it.
Okay?
End the story.
You knew this when you went to college. You knew this when you signed your rookie deal.
Knew it in high school.
Okay? You knew it thank you. You knew it in high school. It's no different. It's no different. It's a no-no right now. So if that's the case, you can't put down the weed until you don't
Put down the weed.
You're playing for millions of dollars. You're only 25. You are on the cusp of possibly getting a stupid, crazy deal if you only stayed clean.
You know the worst part to that? They only check you for like 4 months.
That's it.
They only check you for like 4 months. You can't stop smoking.
And there's ways to beat it. There's ways to beat it.
There's ways to beat it, son.
Yo, light up all you want off season. Be a vocal member of the Players Association. Be a rep and go and speak in favor of medicinal marijuana for the purposes of healing. Yeah. Get that negotiated into the CBA. But no, you'd rather smoke weed now and kiss away millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to you. Wow. Guess what? You're going to be like just me and Dave, a couple of broke-ass motherfuckers working for regular shit.
For the man.
Okay? And guess what that's going to get you? Guess how much weed you're going to be able to buy in a little bit?
Not much.
There you go.
Not much.
Hit me on that one.
Bomb. All right. So, my opinion about David Irvin, I agree with you 100% about the weed. They should be able to smoke weed.
Yes.
I mean, it's insane that they get pushed these drugs that are addictive constantly just so they can play, but they can't smoke weed.
Look.
But let's keep it 100% real.
This is legal. It's addictive. Cigarettes are legal.
It is ruining more
They're
lives.
Addictive.
It's ruining more lives than weed.
Cigarettes,
that's for sure.
Cigarettes can help give you fucking cancer. Okay? You get the wrong person, you smoke too much, fucking lung cancer, lip cancer, jaw cancer, ass cancer, you can fucking name it. This fucking destroy your liver. You drink too much on a regular basis. That's gonna be me and him eventually. But
now
we look, at the end of the day, these items are also addictive, but you can go buy it in any store. Okay? So yeah, it's not fair.
Well, the stuff they push him, you can't buy in the store. The stuff they push NFL players, you can't buy in the stores.
No.
Listen, David Irvin, if you're listening to this, which I'm sure you're not, but if you're listening to it,
on the chance.
I used to work at a place on 179th between Walton and Jerome. Anybody who is from the Bronx understands this is the ghetto. Okay? It's the hood. They used to drug test us every year. Like once or twice, all right? Every year. Because you weren't supposed to take drugs. You were supposed to take weed, or whatever the case may be. Now, did I argue with them? Like, this is fucking silly. I can walk outside and get shot, but I can't smoke an L to come in, the stressful motherfucker? It's not, though. That's not the point. Their rules are their rules. You don't like it, leave. I give you respect because you left.
You left.
And you're not complaining about leaving, you just left. Congratulations to you. Yeah. I think it's a dumb move. You left millions on the table. For what? For what? Because they don't let you smoke weed? Like, come on, son. Let's be, stop it.
By the way, did he finish college?
David Irvin?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't think he did.
But, wait. But let's not do this. I don't want you to do this, and I don't want anybody to do this. They're not saying, let's smoke weed for medicinal purposes. No. Them motherfuckers like to smoke weed, son. It got nothing to do with healing. None of that shit. They like to get high. Okay? That's what they ain't pushing cannabis. They're pushing THC-laced marijuana to smoke. Miss me with that medical shit. Look, that's not why you're doing it.
No. And at the end of the day, I've smoked. I know he smoked.
want the smoke right now.
But guess what? If it's between smoke and my job, I'm choosing my fucking job.
And we don't get millions.
No.
We don't get millions of dollars.
I'm check to check, motherfucker.
Don't worry about it. When you're out on the street in about 5 years and you're working for McDonald's, you'll come to regret that decision.
You like fries with that?
Right.
All right.
Heroes and zeros.
You want to go first on your hero?
I don't have a hero. I'll be honest with you. I have 2 zeros.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Because you got 2 zeros, I'm going
with your
first.
hero,
I got 2 heroes, okay? And they both NBA head coaches. My first is Jim Boylan, the current head coach, intern, however you want to put it, of my Chicago Bulls. Reason he's a hero for me right now is since the trade deadline, they are 7-6. They are playing with a competitive nature similar to your New York Knicks. Recently. They're having fun. Zach LaVine is only second in the league with points per game to Russell Westbrook in this recent run. If anyone watched the game the other night between Chicago and Philly, and before you announce that, yes, Joel Embiid is hurt right now, I get it. But Philly has so much fucking star power, it shouldn't have even been close.
It shouldn't matter, yeah.
Chicago won. Okay? They came back. They were down by almost 20, and they won. They should be winning some of these games. And yes, they're beating teams like Washington and shit like Atlanta, going to fucking quadruple overtime. What? But guess what?
They're one of those teams.
They're one of those teams, but they're having fun and they're hustling. Okay? This is a group of young fucking cats, and Jim Boylan got them hustling. Guess what? An extension of Popovich. I'm feeling the future in Chicago. Need some star power, need some luck in the draft, hopefully some smart decisions by the front office. Ain't gonna happen, but I'm feeling Jim Boylan.
Well, good luck to you.
My other hero right now is the head coach of Indiana Pacers, Nate McMillan. The reason he's a hero for me is Victor Oladipo went down on January 23rd. Everybody thought the wheels were coming off the bus in Indy.
I thought it.
Guess what? They were third place then. They're third place right now.
That's a good hero.
Okay?
Good job.
He's managed to fucking rally the troops. All right? They're 2 games over 500 in the last 20 games since that injury. But you know what? The fact that you're holding on to third in a very tight Eastern Conference race, 2 through 5.
A shitty Eastern Conference race, but still it's still a race. You lost your best player and you're number 3.
Yes.
That's a very good hero, man.
That's hats off to you, Nate McMillan.
Hats off to you, Nate.
This is why you a true head coach, unlike Luke Walton, who can't control shit.
Well, you know, LeBron usually gets the head coach fired when he first gets there.
Very true.
He tried to get Spoelstra
with the exception of Spoelstra.
He tried to get him fired.
But
Pat Riley said, sit your ass down. No. I know what I'm talking about.
Pat Riley went,
eat a dick.
Pat Riley went, I'm really the head coach.
Exactly.
Here. Okay?
I like this guy.
Eric is my puppet.
I like this guy. Go fuck yourself.
All right. You got 2 zeros. Let me hear it.
No, go. You got. All right. I'm gonna give you my 1 0, and then you come with yours, because I'm gonna set the show off.
Okay.
My last
give
0.
me the lesser of your 2 zeros.
Okay. This has little to do with sports.
Hit me.
Okay.
Hit it.
Okay. Just calm down. I'm taking a drink first.
Oh, take it. I'm gonna join him.
This 0 is for Amanda Seals, a.k.a. Amanda Diva. Listen, baby.
I'm gonna sit back for this one.
I like you, Amanda Diva. You're a positive black woman. You stand up for black folks. You stand up for your rights. You stand up for, whatever you feel is in your heart a good thing.
She do.
Okay? You're fine. You're right. Don't let nobody tell you that. You are gorgeous. You're a good actress. Your stand-up isn't shit, but you're a funny person. Okay? Now I'm about to get in your ass. How fucking dare you come up on Instagram Live with your thousands of followers and spit dirt on a man's name when you have no facts to back this up? In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Amanda Diva got on Insta. Well, she first said it on her blog, then went to the Breakfast Club, then said it on her Instagram Live about how she was talking to some, sports guy who they had DM'd once or twice, and then I'm talking on the phone. It was just, one conversation because he said something alarming to her. Probably, I'm not going to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? And she got upset. And she later found out that some woman came up to her and told her that the guy had sexually harassed her. Well, what is it? Sexual harassment?
Well, from what I got from the video was that someone had messaged her.
8 people messaged her.
That they had a weird interaction with this so-called person and how they showed up for a date at the person's home.
No, at the person's hotel room.
A hotel room, thank you.
And he came to the door bucket naked. All right? Maybe that was wrong. Who am I to judge? I don't know what they was talking about beforehand. I don't know none of that. Was it corny? Probably. But it's probably gotten that guy laid 100 times. Okay? Not to say it's right, but I get it. Is that worth dragging somebody's name through the mud for? No.
And unsubstantiated.
It could be a fucking lie. So then she says, after she said this, 8 women came into her DM and she felt she had to get it off her heart so it won't happen to nobody else. Nobody else is going to be a victim because he's a sexual predator. This guy that she's talking about was the number 1 football player in America when he graduated high school. He went to Florida State and became a star, all right? This is graduating summa cum laude, all right? It's a black man, by the way. He then turned down a Rhodes Scholarship. Hear me out. Turned down a Rhodes Scholarship to Oxford University, okay? To play football. Played for like 2 or 3 years.
Hold up. Remind him where Oxford University is.
It's not here in America. It's in England.
It's in fucking England.
All right? Turn that down. Bill Clinton was a Rhodes Scholar, by the way. Turns that down. Goes and plays football for a couple of years. Get your money up. Knock a couple of motherfuckers out. Whatever, right? Retires. I'm tired of bashing my head, and I got to use my head for other things. Now is in school to be a neurosurgeon. I think he's like in his residency part. So here you are, Amanda Diva, who does nothing but pick up black folks, but you bash black men all the time. But you have this perfectly good specimen of a black man. Not a fuckboy, a person who went and got money and then went and became a fucking neurosurgeon. And you drag his name through the mud for what?
Again.
Why?
Based on a DM.
Why?
There's been no accusation in the media. No one has accused him. There's been no police report whatsoever. No video. Nothing like that. And in today's world, where everything seems to be recorded,
how could there be
documented, and all these women do are messaging you? That's it?
That's it. All you did was you didn't say, give me proof. You didn't say anything. You didn't ask for anything. This guy's name is Myron Roll, by the way.
Look, I'm not going to bash the Me Too movement because there are scumbags of men out there. I'm not going to argue this, okay? But sometimes it gets to the point where the Me Too gets a little too far and it's already, let's accuse without having the facts. Yeah. This ain't Harvey Weinstein or anything like that where you got dozens upon dozens of fucking women saying the same shit, but they're all saying it in front of a camera, not fucking messaging you on your blog.
Yeah, and they going to the cops with it. I don't even know if this is a situation where I should be like very disgusted at her and all this other nonsense. But I am disgusted at her. I was just upset that you did this without evidence.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. We're talking about someone. Look, it's no secret. Anyone that goes and plays sports, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, hockey, doesn't matter. They looked at it as a what? It's a 4-letter word. Starts with a J, called jock. Okay? Jocks are known for what? Not being very bright. This man decided, I'm not going to waste my mind on football and given everything that happens with football players with their brain at the end of the day, CTE being the most relevant problem with football players, this man became a neurosurgeon.
Fucking neurosurgeon. The black guy that you always talk about. And you sit there and drag his name through the mud?
Look,
for what?
If it winds up being true,
you're my 0 for the week, Amanda.
Do your fucking research.
Exactly. If it's true, it's true. He's a scumbag.
Yes.
Fuck him. But you can't just say, he did it.
This is the problem with social media, okay? And yes, it's called the Sports Rant. We're giving our opinion. We're giving our opinion based on information that's readily available. Not speculation.
You go online
he said, she said, none of that shit happens here.
Speaking of which, Sean Oakman, do you know who that is?
Yes.
He just got let off for that bogus rape shit. Cost him his life. He's not gonna play in the NFL no more.
Nope.
He's not. He done lost millions
based on
because somebody lied on him. Go ahead.
All right. So before you get in your last 0, my 0 this week, that was Remy Martin.
Yeah, that was.
I got 5.
5 what?
5 zeros.
Oh shit.
They all linked though. My zeros are as follows. And anyone who's been following the train wreck that is the LA Lakers right now is gonna follow this. Anyone else, go do your fucking research, because that's what the Sports Rant is here for. Jeannie Buss, Magic Johnson, yes I said Magic, Rob Pelinka, LeBron James, and Rich Paul, or as I call them, the 5 fingers of death. And the reason I call them the 5 fingers of death is I directly blame them for the mess that is occurring this year in Los Angeles. You already heard me call out Magic and somewhat Rob Pelinka for the fact that they couldn't surround LeBron James with anything better than Rajon Rondo, Lance Stevenson, Tyson Chandler, and fucking JaVale McGee. As far as
they had an option with that, son.
They had options.
What was the option?
They could have gotten Kawhi.
No, they couldn't.
They say could have. Fucking up the ante. You up the ante for Anthony Davis, up the ante for Kawhi.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Get someone to fucking play along here. Anyway, you fucking wasted your 2nd round draft pick last year on Lonzo Ball when you could have had Donovan Mitchell. You could have had Dennis Smith Jr. I mean, fuck, come on, man. Really? Lonzo? What was it about Lonzo's game in particular that impressed you that you looked past fucking Dennis Smith Jr. or Donovan Mitchell? By the way, for those who ain't paying attention, Donovan Mitchell was the Rookie of the Year last year.
And didn't Monk, the only game I saw of in college with your man Lonzo was this dude Monk from Charlotte, destroying him.
Thank you.
He was dropping like 35 on that nigga. I was like,
thank you. Okay?
Are you serious?
Now, how does Lonzo become the 2nd round pick? Why? Because his father's in your ear? Come on, man. Give me a fucking break. Jeannie Buss going in front of the fucking public eye this past week, calling it fake news that the media leaked a fake transaction proposed to the New Orleans Pelicans that they were ready to send a farm for Anthony Davis. Correct me if I'm wrong. The trade deadline was February 7th. Mm-hmm. It's March 4th when she made that announcement. You waited a month. You let a month go by of disharmony, of discord, of the utter destruction of your franchise where you're so far out of reach. Yeah. You're blaming the media. You're actually calling fake news like you're fucking the guy over in Washington.
Like you're You're $1 billion company.
You know what I'm starting to think, Jeannie? I'm starting to think that your father is looking down from the heavens above going, God damn, I can't believe my son and my daughter done fucked up the franchise that I helped build up in L.A.
Or in the earth beneath.
Okay? Whatever. But Jeannie, you done fucking got your brother out there. You fired Mitch Kupchak. You brought in Rob Pelinka and Magic Johnson. And guess what happened 2-3 years later with these 2 guys in there? Absolutely fucking nothing. And as far as LeBron James and Rich Paul, you were the ones trying to orchestrate the whole and Anthony Davis to LA shit anyway. You the one, Rich Paul over there standing right next to Anthony Davis in front of all the fucking cameras saying, well, he ain't signed a long-term deal in New Orleans. And with the year and a half remaining on his contract at the time, calling for a trade out of New Orleans. And then whittle it down. He only wants to sign a long-term deal with the Lakers. How is that fake news? Your own people that have surrounded you have fucked you royally. This franchise is going nowhere. And you know what? On the chance of my brother, who is a diehard Laker fan from the back of the day when they were the Minneapolis Lakers, is watching.
What?
You know what?
How old is your brother?
My brother's 10 years older than me. My brother, 2 drafts ago, I'm sorry. Yeah. 2 drafts ago, I was joking with him. I said, you know what? I wish the Lakers would trade right now the number 2 pick to the Chicago Bulls for Jimmy Butler. Because you're getting LeBron in the future anyway. So who better to pair LeBron with than Jimmy Butler? My brother texted me back, I don't want LeBron. Which just happens to be the sentiment of half of Laker Nation. They didn't want LeBron. No, they didn't want LeBron. Remember that mural that got defaced not once but twice in LA?
Yeah, but the mural was up in the first place. It was up there.
It was up, but it got defaced twice.
Wow. I didn't know it got defaced twice.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay? So, all 5 of them on my 0 this week.
Okay. It's a good 0.
Hit us.
You might want to get out of here for this.
I'm sitting right here. I'll just sit through a lot with you.
All right. I'm coming.
Okay. Hold up.
Crowell.
You ain't coming that hard, right?
I'm going hard.
Oh, shit.
I'm going hard body. I'm coming porno style threesome with Cherokee and Pinky involved.
I'm covering my back then.
There we go, son. Cromwell High School, Connecticut.
Yeah, shit. I know where you're going.
Where Andrea Yearwood, 17-year-old senior, finished second in the 55-meter dash in the state championship, indoor championships. Okay?
Yeah.
Terry Miller won the actual race and broke a state record for girls indoor track. Right? Miller and Yearwood were like 1 and 2 in the outside track and field games too. Andrea Yearwood and Terry Miller have penises. They're boys competing in girls sports and breaking records that have been long standing from women, actual people who were born with breasts. Fuck you, Cromwell High School and all of Connecticut. You can't keep doing this, okay? I don't give a flying fuck how Andrea and Terry feel they're guys, okay? It's unfair for you to let them compete against women. It's unfair to the women. It's unfair. You can't do that. That's bullshit. And if I was a parent, I would have pitched a bitch. I would have came there with hate signs. Even though I don't hate transsexuals, even though I don't hate gay people, I love everybody. What I don't like is unfair advantages. This guy has testosterone running through his veins.
He's
very bigger, touchy. Stronger. No, it's not touchy.
No, it is.
It's very clear cut. He's bigger, stronger, and faster.
Yes.
Through genetics.
I'm giving you that.
Through every possible measurable.
Right.
How are you able to compete against? That's like saying I'm an able-bodied person. I want to compete against the Special Olympics.
Yeah, well, that's one. But two, you also don't see a guy on the U.S. women's soccer team. You don't see a guy on the fucking women's volleyball team or WNBA.
Because they don't play that shit in other countries.
So why is that happening in high school? And matter of fact, it's starting to happen in college too. You're starting to hear about it in college. It is an unfair advantage. Look, testosterone does give men a certain because we're fucking angry. All right, look, we assholes sometimes, but it comes from testosterone.
Yeah.
And when it comes to sports, does that mean the end all be all that we're always gonna beat a woman? Absolutely not. Don't get me wrong. If there's a foot race now, I know several women that'll beat my fucking fat ass.
I know a bunch of women that'll kill me.
Thank you. Okay? But at the end of the day...
They ain't beating Usain Bolt.
But, no. They're not beating
That's what I'm
Usain
saying.
Bolt.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm not beating that all the fucking women that won the fucking 400, the 4x4 400 meter in the past Olympics.
Right.
I'm not beating none of them. But would it be fair to put me on the field with any one of them?
Or somebody who's of like body and skill as they are.
No.
It's not fair. It's not fair. What the hell was I going to say? 17 states allow transgenders to compete without restrictions. That's insane.
And especially when you consider these are individuals that are still in development. They're not freaks of nature athletically. They haven't been training their whole lives. So when you're talking about a genetic and chemical advantage, yeah, it's fucking unfair.
Yeah. And they're like, well, how is it fair for them to compete? And they feel, well, you know what? Sometimes you can't get what you want. All right? You either compete with what you have. You have a penis, you compete with the boys.
Look.
Or you can't compete. Plain and simple. Listen, I wanted to fuck Donna Summer, this chick from high school. I didn't get to fuck her. Guess what? I'm still alive. I'm not killing myself.
Look, I'm going to put it better. And am I going to date myself again? Absolutely. It's the Rolling Stones. You don't always get what you want, but you get what you need.
Yeah.
Okay? In this case, you shouldn't be getting what they want. Not in this case.
Yeah.
Not in this case.
And how does your fucking name Andrea Yearwood? Andrea! You're a boy.
Well, no.
You weren't named that.
Hold on. I'm not going to get into that aspect. I'm getting on the unfair advantage that they have over the other girls in that sense.
I got on that aspect. How the fuck is your name Andrea? What the fuck? What were your parents thinking? These are black. See, and this is the problem. You know what? I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not even going to do it, man. Stop it, Connecticut. Stop it. You're setting a horrible precedent. You, Alaska, and the rest of the 15 other states are setting a horrible precedent. You can't just allow people to do. I watched the story the other day, right, where this female wrestler had won state twice. Okay?
Yeah.
But she's transitioning into being she wants to battle guys.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
But you're a girl and you're taking testosterone. That's not fair.
No.
That's not fair. It's like taking steroids. It's not fair. It's a low dose. I don't give a fuck. If you caught a low dose of steroids, would you still send them home?
I'm all for equality. Okay? And there are some women that are actually now getting scholarships to play NCAA football. All right? Yeah. I'm feeling that.
But hold on. There was never a rule barring them.
No, there wasn't a rule.
There was never a rule barring them.
But they're also not taking testosterone. They're not taking anything to enhance themselves.
And they're also not taking male scholarships neither.
No.
These guys are taking female scholarships away from regular women. How the fuck is that fair? Because you felt like you're a girl and you won state, and now you get to take my scholarship away as another female going and who's still pursuing her dream of racing track. That's horrible. It's not right.
Yeah. Look, it's It's a touchy issue. We know, but there's fair. There's not fair, and I gotta side with D on this one. It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair to the actual women that are competing and doing what they gotta do to try to fucking win for their school. It's not fair. Look. Is it going to be the same thing if I go in the gym right now with a woman the same age as me, same physical specimen as myself, not training, and DW over here goes, okay, get on the bench over there and fucking press out 200 pounds, and let's see how many reps each of you get.
She may not be able to get any.
I may not be able to get any.
Yeah, but you might be able to get
I may be able to get one or two. It's been a while since I've been to the gym.
Yeah, which is fine.
Okay,
which is fine.
But my point is, if we do the same physical specimen, if we ain't working out, it's not going to be equal. Because guess what I got on my side? I got testosterone.
And bone density. And things of this nature. You can't just discount that.
No,
that's not discountable.
It's not trying
to
be...
I don't care. I'm not trying to be insensitive.
Not insensitive, not trying to be sexist. It's just being real.
It's being
real.
Honest. We're being honest. It's fair and not fair. That's not fair. And that's my rant for the day. I'm done with that.
That's zero. I get it. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. Not 100%, but I say 75%. I'm with you. Okay. And I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that because again, it's not fair to the women.
It's not fair for the women.
Look,
it is not. Wait. Not. You know what? Never mind. Go ahead.
No. Hit it.
You know, and then you go and change in the male locker room. Okay, something bad happens to you, which it shouldn't. Nobody should be fucking violating your body at all.
Man, woman, transgender.
Nobody has that right. No. But why open yourself up for fucking idiots? Why open yourself up for that? It's not simply so to me. To me, it's black and white. It's like, come on. You know, if you have a penis, you go in the male bathroom. You have a vagina, you go in. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you have a penis. You participate in men's sports. You have a vagina. You participate in women's sports.
Yeah. Well,
you want to make a women's football team? Fine.
Look,
fine, but you can't compete against these fucking behemoths. You just told me this nigga Quentin Williams is fucking 6'4".
Yes.
303 pounds.
6'3".
And runs basically 20 miles an hour. What do you think is going to happen when he comes into contact with you?
Look, I'm going to say this. If you can play, you can play. Regardless of your sexual orientation.
Amen to that.
Okay? And it's a movie, but it's a movie based on actual events. League of Their Own. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's actually very good. It's very funny.
Awesome movie.
But it's based on real events.
No crying in baseball.
There is no crying. There's no crying in any sport. But anyway, look, unless you win the championship. But look, there was a women's baseball league from the mid-1940s when World War II was going on, and they canceled minor league baseball for men. And it lasted up until the mid-50s. Well after the war ended, they managed to stretch this thing out for 10 years.
Because there was a market for it.
There's a spot for these women in Cooperstown. Okay? The Baseball Hall of Fame. Now, why women in baseball stopped? I don't know. If you can play, you can play. You should play. Like, I personally feel, and maybe DW doesn't agree with me 100% on this, there shouldn't be a WNBA. There should just be an NBA. If you're a woman basketball player and you can ball, you should play in the NBA. That's how I personally feel.
No, I do not agree with that. Let me put that.
Okay, we'll put a pin on that one.
No, we'll put a pin.
Okay, we'll put a pin.
You'll put a pin.
Okay,
it is what it is.
There's also an unprofessional. Well, not an unprofessional. There is a professional women's football league out there.
The lingerie league.
No, not the lingerie league.
Not the lingerie league.
Really? There's no TV contract. No one's getting paid big dollar. But there are women out there that play football. They put the pads on. I have.
They hit people.
Yes, they do.
I watched that league.
And they just wear shoulder pads.
Yes. without being like turned on or anything.
But
it was hitting.
Yes, but there are women out there, regular everyday women, not lingerie models, everyday women that play football with the fucking ferocity and passion that a man plays football. Why aren't they in the NFL? If they can play, they should play.
Because they can't play. They're not. It's not
Look,
fair. Once you hit a titty, it's over.
I'm not getting into the sexual assault aspect of it. I'm not going into that. If you can play, you should play.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
That being said, all right, we're gonna end this.
So you have numbers.
You should play. Okay.
Yes. If you can get in,
get in. But if I'm a man, physically, chemically, I should not be competing with the women. Because, well, wasn't there fucking like what was there, a movie or a fucking movie or something shit like that where a man
Joanna Man.
Thank you.
Joanna Man.
That
was good. That was good synergy right there.
There
I didn't even know where you were going.
There you go.
But I knew.
Okay.
I knew you wanted to get to that.
And what happened?
I don't remember what happened with Joanna Man.
He got fucking called out, right?
Of course he got called out. Joanna Man.
Yeah.
And Tommy Davidson was in love with her.
That shit was funny. That was a good fucking movie. Look, anyway, at the end of the day, and we ain't trying to make light of it, okay? It's an issue, and you could be for it, you could be against it. It's open for discussion, as everything is on this show, because, of course, you can hit us up down below. We're going to interact. Actually, I interact. He, for some reason, no fucking...
No, I don't interact.
Okay.
I speak to y'all motherfuckers. I speak to the audience in the group chats.
You know what? Hit me up on that fucking group chat.
All right.
Send me the fucking link for that group chat. We gotta broaden the fucking...
Are you on WhatsApp?
I don't give a... Yeah. I'll fucking put WhatsApp on.
All right.
I'll put WhatsApp on.
Fellas, you heard him ask.
I'll put WhatsApp on.
I'm going to come to y'all and ask.
We gonna broaden everything here.
Once again, man, he's Dave.
And he's Dave. And this was the Sports Rant. Lift the glass, motherfucker.
Peace.
Peace, baby.